to step up and make some shots because Utah is making an all-out commitment to him wherever he's at to try to shadow him with a couple guys.
And our crew tonight refereeing this game, Bennett Salvatore and Tony Brothers, along with Mike Callahan, and here we go.
2-1 early on the offensive boards. After that, Houston really came and with a lot more energy.
Brewer watching McGrady take it across the lane. Now that's how they began the other night, with Brewer right on T-Mac. There's a whistle. He plays the point, truly a 2, and picked up by Darren Williams with the Mutombo screen. Now the switch on defense of Brewer. Jackson tries to exploit. Keeps Jackson at bay, except right here when Jackson got the switch and exploited it well.
Well, he has a unique...
Kirilenko and Battier on him. Williams a 3, Jackson the closeout. Out to 3 by Darren Williams.
He's big and strong, but he also has quickness. And so therefore he can use his quickness and get by you, or he can use his strength and bang you. So he's a very tough guy to cover.
Off a couple screens, Jackson over Williams. That's a 2 by Bobby Jackson out of the University of Minnesota. Brewer sticking on McGrady. Scola by Boozer and in for 2. Scola coming off a double-double game on with 4.
So they've got to cash in on those free throw attempts.
Screen by Boozer. Here comes Kirilenko. Shot clock at 3. A 3 by Williams over Jackson. He hits his second triple tonight. And that
you settled in, and now you have the lead. That's exactly what you have to do on road. Take the crowd out of the game and play with your good execution.
Brewer defending McGrady. Tracy McGrady. It's the first field goal in his last 22 minutes of time on the floor, going back to the third quarter of game 1. T-Mac has started 1 of 3 in 5 minutes. Another 3 by Williams. Good! He's knocked down 3 triples in the early going here.
Well, the game the other night, it took him a while to get warmed up. He said when he pushed off and tried to use his quickness, he was very sore.
Lost a little explosiveness, you're right. They double T-Mac as they did a lot in game 1. He got the pass off to Scola, who beats Okur.
They're doing a better job here converting early in the game.
McGrady, by the way, already with 2 quick assists in the game. Jackson knocked it away with the quick hands. Boozer into Kirilenko, defended by Mutombo. Pulled away by Okur with the look-away pass to Kirilenko inside. Just beyond the halfway point of this first quarter. Kirilenko to Brewer. Brewer played in Arkansas. Quick double with Deke and T-Mac. That leaves open Millsap. Battier tried to fill in, but he couldn't. And a quick exploitation right there by the Jazz. First substitution of the game. Okur down there posting up on Scola. It's Millsap with 5 on the clock over Deke. Rebounded offensively by Okur. It's Brewer. And he was uncovered on the play as he veered outside the lane.
5 guys rebounding.
Battier is on Kirilenko. Off the Millsap and over Mutombo with Brewer getting it. And the shot clock at 10.
Another loose ball though goes to the Utah Jazz.
Williams, Brewer, Okur over Scola for 3. And a nice hustle play right there by Millsap. 1 second on the shot clock. Brewer. The Jackson defending. Mutombo gets it. Year.
But again, it's the size, I think, of the Utah team. They knock him around here. It's a steal by Harpring coming on the backside of Tracy McGrady getting the breakaway dunk. So out of the timeout.
5 consecutive empty trips by the Houston Rockets. You can see right there some of the numbers from game 1. And over Brewer, it's McGrady, who is now 2 of 4 from the field.
He's got better lift on his percent. So since that 22-game winning streak, he's been shooting 36% from the floor.
They put McGrady on Harpring. Nice defensive play by Tracy McGrady. Aaron Brooks, the rookie out of Oregon, is checked in for the Houston Rockets, joining head. McGrady off to Landry and out of bounds.
Well, this is where they got to use their speed. You see Tracy McGrady here taking the challenge. Matt Harpring tries to post him. Tracy with those long arms gets to get a body on those guys in the paint. Ronnie
Price has just checked in for the Utah Jazz. He grew up 25 miles away from Houston. Outside, it's a Tracy McGrady 2-point shot to play here in the first quarter. Brewer sticking on McGrady. It's Luther Head. Late closeout by Harpring and picked up by Price. Brooks will shadow him. Both teams have a foul to give.
When you watch Utah, they cut so hard. Here's Ronnie Price did the same thing the other night, came in and knocked down a 3. He's only going to play about 8 or 9 minutes, but does a nice job spelling Darren Williams.
Utah is plus 16 points beyond the arc tonight. They've hit 4 threes. Oh, there's another steal. Millsap to defense. Price at the other end, working on Brooks. So they've got Head and they've got Brooks on the floor. And Carl Landry remains. That's the Houston 5. Kyle Korver is coming for the first time for the Utah Jazz, joining Harper. Millsap remains on the floor. Price with it. And Boozer down low. So that sets up the lineups beginning the second quarter.
And only one starter, Tracy McGrady with Houston. So this bench has got to come through.
Second rejection by McGrady, that time on Boozer. He was defending inside. McGrady down the lane. Landry. Another assist to Tracy McGrady. He's got a couple of assists. Now up to 3 with 9 points. Sharing game-high honors with Darren Williams of the Utah Jazz. Boozer finding Harper. He sheds the defense inside of Landry.
How much they outwork their opponents on given nights, and they really need those two guys playing well.
Here comes McGrady and Hoover. Utah had to take advantage of Houston's disadvantage.
Yeah, that's the fact that they have Darren Williams, one of the top point guards in the NBA. He's with the Chicago Bulls, Los Angeles Lakers. You think of the triangle offense. Jerry Sloan runs a very good 5-man offense here in Utah, and they execute as well as any team. And here's McGrady once again with a steal.
Ahead to Brooks, tailed by Boozer. Boy, Tracy McGrady of Illinois.
Boozer's got an advantage inside against Chuck Hayes. He can post him up there to go to that.
Brooks. Williams too strong, too tough. Kirilenko back on McGrady. Kirilenko, their best defender. And a screen by Hayes. The switch with Boozer defending and a foul.
I think that's going to be Boozer's 3rd foul.
Rockets shooting 50%. Jazz shooting 41%. Millsap, late arriving Scola.
They just pick you apart. They read those cuts, and they cut so hard. And what happens is the weak side has to help. And when he does, that weak side man just steps right into the gap. And here's Brooks once again, and that great speed.
Hayes now on the defensive switch on Williams. Millsap uncovered off the baseline. Rebounded by McGrady, number 7. Look out for Millsap, and he does. 7-time All-Star McGrady. Boozer watching Hayes. The clear out for T-Mac. Over Kirilenko. Tracy McGrady with 14 points. Starts a second on the shot clock.
He's very good at drawing up plays here to get a quick shot.
Boozer. Okur. Scola defending. Wow.
20 years, and ironically enough, Phil Johnson has been Coach of the Year, and Jerry Sloan never has been. So how about that?
Okur 2-on-1 with Kirilenko, trailing Boozer into Battier. McGrady still taking a breather with his game-high 14. Head, Scola rejected by AK-47 inside.
For the front line, the undersized front line of the Houston Rockets.
Head, they doubled him, so Battier was open, couldn't hit it. Jackson inside, the rebound. Utah 4 of 13 shooting in this second quarter. McGrady, Korver defending. Flat shot, McGrady gets the offensive rebound and puts it back in. So Tracy McGrady has a game highs. Okur, shot clock is down to 5. Jackson is watching Williams. Kirilenko with the rebound around McGrady. And picked up by the hustling Chuck Hayes. Here comes T-Mac the other way. Bobby Jackson picked up by Korver. Rejected by Korver on the drive by Jackson.
Both with point-blank shots, and they miss layups. Those are deflating for your team.
Okura, 3 over Scola. Good! A 5th three-point hit by the Utah Jazz. Shot clock at 4. Bobby Jackson. Slammed in by Battier off the weak side, and no one was on him. He's got his first 2.
Now keep your eye on Okura on this play. They're going to play, and they like to swing it across to him for a 3.
Like you call, Kirilenko with a screen, bullseye!
Have to do here in the second half to even the series.
We continue to play hard, be physical because they're physical, and we got to keep them off the glass. They're pounding the offensive glass. We got to keep them off the offensive glass.
McGrady with Boozer. Now it's Brewer on T-Mac, and Jackson with Williams on him. That's a 3 after a 3 of 15 to score.
Exactly what you saw in that play. Just quick enough to get around Scola and get the foul. That's the shot Boozer's going to have to make right there. Going to step out off.
He's filling every category, as we've said. Now with 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 18 points. Jackson for 3. Bobby Jackson.
It would be a point guard. You just don't dribble the ball up the floor and make a pass. You got to know where to pass, the timing. You got to give it to a shooter in the right spot. Here's foul on the jump ball.
Brewer got the foul, Doug, and McGrady with a game-high 20. It is
third quarter. In game 1, you reach in, you foul the jump shooter. Remember I said that the Rockets came out and had a 12-4 run.
Needed tonight from Tracy McGrady.
Rockets already missed 6 free throws. Remember, they missed 11 in game 1.
Okur, Daniel lost his footing.
Dribble, normally just a spot-up jump shooter.
Kirilenko is now on McGrady. McGrady is 9 of 15. Deron Williams with 3 assists. He had 10 in game 1. Boozer by Mutombo with ease with a great pump fake.
Our left hand and finished with the left hand.
Boozer with 6 points, 3 of 6. Jackson slashing it at Williams. Bobby Jackson.
Continue to work and hope fatigue will be a factor at the end.
Okur to Brewer. Mutombo with the block. Shot clock is at 9. Jackson watches Williams.
That Deron Williams, man, he is some tough basketball player.
15 for Williams and 5 of 9. He's also hit 3 threes beyond the arc. Stole the screen. McGrady right by Kirilenko. The dump to deep.
We have got to have everybody on the defensive boards. Everybody get involved and get in there and help us get a rebound, because their guys are coming up over our back. They're playing hard. You guys are playing hard as well.
Doing a good job of attacking. We're playing them well. Just figure that those threes aren't going to go down. This is going to be our third quarter.
I think the real key is going to be when Houston goes to their bench. Utah's bench has been better.
Good point. Brewer watching McGrady. Scola picked up by Okur. Luis Scola. Tap in by Tracy McGrady or Mutombo. They were both there. 4.5 to play in the third. Okur's got the double-double. Working on Scola. He's got the touch tonight.
Well, says if he wants to call the plays, I trust him.
Bonnie Price has come in for Deron Williams. Here's Boozer working inside on Chuck Hayes.
Houston is a team that cannot play from behind, Kevin. They've got to stay close here in this quarter.
Battier over Hopper. That's a 3 by Shane Battier. Jazz with a foul to give. Shot clock is down to 9. Stole the screen. T-Mac picked up by Millsap. Battier for 3. Good! Hopering was defending. Battier is at 2 triples beyond the arc for the Houston Rockets. Brewer defending McGrady. It's Brooks over Price, who deflected the shot. And here comes Price again. Seconds remaining. Brooks defending a 3. Could have been close.
Something in for Deron Williams.
He's on Millsap.
Oh, what a
great pass. Okur was wide open coming off the weak side. One with 4 points and 8 rebounds. McGrady harping on him. Brooks. He'll slither and feed to Chuck Hayes, who sneaks inside around Millsap. Nice shot clock again down to 5. Millsap, late arriving Hayes. Rebounded by Tracy McGrady. Houston, by the way, has not turned the ball over in the last 20 minutes. McGrady to Brooks. Driving on Price. Finally he hits and a foul. Count it for 2.
Luther Head due to make a jump shot here soon.
Brooks. Lightning quick moves right by Williams. Now the Jazz the other way. They've gone 1 of 6 in this 4th quarter. Hayes is guarding Millsap. Strong. Oh, Millsap, count it. And a foul. Picks up his 3rd. A great series of moves to dance free and get the 2.
Well, toughness on toughness. And this
Boozer is in for Millsap, the Utah change. Brooks watches Williams. And over Hayes. Tough shot by Deron Williams. Jackson back in, watches Williams. Rebound by Tracy McGrady. He's pulled down 12 rebounds with his 22 points. He also has 9 assists. Hayes a screen. T-Mac a 2. And a foul. He was taking a 2-point shot. He landed on that sore left shoulder. The foul will go on Kirilenko, who picks up number 4. Okoro screen for Darren Williams, who works on Jackson. Over Hayes. 19 for Darren Williams.
That's where Scola really struggles. He's going to have to really work, Kevin, on being able to finish in the NBA with the bigger players.
Okoro to Boozer. Another good assist. But shot clock down to 5.
See how much work he's doing trying to get a teammate open here. Looked like a fatigue play right there. Tracy McGrady, that was a tired basketball play. Dribbled almost the entire 24 seconds.
That ball begins to stick. Houston's in trouble.
Yeah, so they got to move the ball, move that defense, get open shots.
It is, though, only their first turnover in the last 24 minutes. Williams by Hayes.
And he's very good at stripping the ball, so Carlos has to be very careful exposing that basketball.
McGrady is screen. Jackson to Scola. Into Okoro. It's a 1-point game. Boozer the screen. Williams drives on Jackson. To the rim. Wow, he's right.
Great change of pace.
Williams with 22 points. McGrady the screen. Jackson into Okoro. Rebounded inside by Okoro, and it's off to Darren Williams. Okay, under 3 to play.
Got 3 minutes here to decide. Is it going to be a commanding 2-0 lead with Utah winning 2 road games? Or is it going to be a 1-1 split? And Houston's already won once in Utah.
Williams to Boozer, who's had a very effective second half working. Scola watching Okoro. Kirilenko lost it. McGrady comes up with it. McGrady 0-3 in the fourth quarter. Ahead to Scola. Shot by Okoro.
Well, that could be a flagrant. They better be real careful. Remember, flagrant 1 to flagrant 2. It wasn't a hard foul here. They said he was going for the ball. You see, and hit him up around the right forearm, or excuse me, up around the.
McGrady with Boozer and Kirilenko on him. T-Mac to Scola. Rebounded by Korver. Lost by Battier. Jackson trying to tie. Up. They blew the whistle. It was not heard. That was an offensive foul on the Rockets in the corner.
Oh, you see there, Scola reaches out with his arm. It's a tough layup on this play, the last possession.
Korver picked up by Battier. Picked up by Kirilenko. Korver again. Good! He beat the shot clock. What a great rebound by Kirilenko.
With all these injuries, and you know what? Kudos to Utah. They came out. It looks like they've taken care of business to win both games on the road. That's a sign of maturity. And Kevin, one of the things you want to do in a playoff series is play as few games as you possibly can, because injuries become a factor. Win this game at the end, and they didn't. And that's sort of been the trademark of Detroit, playing too many games in the playoffs when they don't put people away.
Brooks is in, and Jackson with the 3.